Welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be looking at the CRKT Septimo. This is going to be a multi-tool from CRKT, obviously. This will be around $56, but you can find it on Amazon. It sort of jumps up and down between $40 and $60, and you can find it somewhere in between those two prices usually. I bring this up especially right now because Septimo CRKT offers several multi-tools every couple years, and then it seems like they just drop them and run with something new. And so this may not be available for that much longer, which may be a good thing, may be a bad thing, depending how you like this tool. So this will come in at around 4.4 ounces. It's going to be around 4.5 inches long. So it is going to be a very thin multi-tool as well. So it's going to come in let's see, just over 1/4 inch. And for reference, this is the CRKT Guppy. This is going to be the Gerber lockdown drive, and you can see it's a lot thinner tool. So one of the big advantages of this tool is it is very pocketable. It's a nice pocket clip here. It does have a longer knife than we see on some multi-tools. And I have to say that it cuts okay. The rope, it seems to cut it fairly well, or the twine there. And it does also have a serration that supposedly is supposed to be for cutting seat belts and so forth and other thicker rope. So I don't feel like the serration is super sharp, but that's what they advertise it as. This is going to be glass-filled nylon right here. Most of this will be metal. This will be a little bit of plastic right here. We'll get to that in a bit. This is going to be designed for from a military designer, for the military, I guess, for situations. And I'm not sure if it quite meets the mark, but this is what he considered essential for a multi-tool or for a knife to have. So it does have a bottle cap lifter, and then one of the things I do like is it has a bit driver. So that's pretty neat. It has a little flap right there, and then you can put this on the end, and then you can go ahead, and it is fairly easy to use. I thought it would be pretty awkward, especially with this on the end, but I have to say that it does seem fairly easy to use, and I have cranked some of these screws in pretty far, and it actually works pretty good. So that is going to be one of the positives of this multi-tool. But then we come to the last two tools. We have a glass breaker, which definitely seems like a little bit of an odd placement, but that's where they put it. And then we have the adjustable wrench style tool. Now, I wanted to mention that the widest this possibly can open is a 1/2 inch. So it doesn't go any wider than that. This is going to be a 1/2 inch bolt, and it barely reaches on here. So if I get it to its max, I've got it on there, but then it works, and I've torqued that in pretty hard, but it's just sort of awkward to use, to be honest. It just wants to slide off, and I guess if you had to use it in a pinch, but I am just not a huge fan. So you have this little piece of metal right here, and then you really have a lot of play right there. So again, I've used this several times. It hasn't broken, but I have to say it's not the greatest concept. So overall, I guess I would rate this maybe somewhere out of 5, somewhere in the middle. I really like the bit driver. I like that it has the knife, but again, I guess the glass breaker, I think it would have actually been a better option, maybe just to leave the glass breaker on just as a standalone tool. All right, so let me know what you guys think, and like, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.